Hello El Paso and welcome to another edition of Fact Friday. I'm Martin Padilla. And on this edition of Fact Friday, we are at the El Paso Museum of History, where you can find an amazing exhibit by Steve Esteban Edwards. Here to tell us more is Natasha Norman from the El Paso Museum of History. Natasha, thank you so much for joining us. Can you tell us who Steve Esteban Edwards was?
So Steve Edwards actually went by Steve Esteban Edwards. He was a local El Pasoan. He grew up here. He was an artist and printmaker. He attended Austin High School, and then he went on to UTEP, where he graduated in 1964. His works were featured in the Hall Marcus Gallery and admired by collectors such as Maureen Ponce Singleton. And he also actually worked as a high school art teacher until he retired in 1992, where he continued his artwork making retablo style santos. So Steve Edwards would create these retablo style santos. His depictions of them were often playful or personalized for his collectors, like Maureen Ponce Singleton. And then he also experimented with nichos for his retablos.
Let's talk about the exhibit and what residents can expect.
So in spring of 2019, we received a generous donation from the recently departed Maureen Ponce Singleton. Her husband actually brought 35 of his etchings from her collection. And she was very enthusiastic about advocating for the arts, culture, and history. So this exhibition is really dedicated to her support of this artist and this artist's craftsmanship, and it represents more than that. It tells a story between the friendship of Singleton and Steve Edwards and her love of nature, as well as her life growing up in San Elizario.
Due to COVID-19, what precautions need to be followed at the Museum of History?
So all staff and visitors are required to wear a face covering while they're here. We're also following social distancing guidelines, being 6 feet apart from each other. And right now we're at 50% capacity.
How long will the exhibit be available, and is it free of charge?
So this exhibition will be up until Saturday, May 29th. And our museum is always free and open to the public. Our hours are currently Thursday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Is there another way to view this exhibit?
Yes, so we currently have a virtual tour up on our newly updated website. That's at epmuseumofhistory.org. And you can also see pictures of the gallery on our digie.org, digie.org website.
Is there anything else you'd like to talk about?
The exhibition that will be taking this gallery space is the W Say, the Saintly and Not So Saintly in Folk Art. That opens this year, June 17th, and this exhibition explores folk art and the relationship between religious and cultural traditions.
Well, that does it on this edition of Fact Friday. Natasha, thank you so much for joining us, and thank you all for watching. Remember, if you need any more information or want to check out the virtual tour, make sure to visit the EP Museum of History site. And if you haven't registered for your COVID-19 vaccine, make sure to do so by visiting epcovidvaccine.com. And for any other information on COVID-19, check out the city social media pages or visit epstrong.org. We'll see you guys on the next Fact Friday.